Fire me, Tony! Fire me, you effing mark! These words were famously quoted by one and yours truly, MJF, on AEW Dynamite tonight. Before we break this down, as always, if you like the video, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm going to talk about this. We gotta talk about setting the wrestling world into a frenzy, a buzz, whatever you want to call it. Just to give a short rundown, everybody knows MJF this past weekend did not show up to a fan fest signing. No-showed it. No one get a hold of him. Reportedly had a flight booked to leave Las Vegas the night before Double or Nothing. Then it was reported that he was staying, that he was going to have a match, and he had his match with Wardlow. AEW had pulled everything off, advertising the match, telling me that, hey, they was unsure what was really going to happen. Everyone also knows, and I've also had a video made, if you haven't seen it, go check it out, talking about MJF and his contract negotiations with Tony Khan, and how he has already talked about, hey, whoever offers me more money, that's who I'm going to go to. Also complaining about how WWE guys are making more money than him. He's supposed to be a pillar, but he's not getting paid like he's the pillar of AEW. Everything has led up to tonight. Now, I see on social media people saying it's a work. I see on social media where people not sure. I'm in the not sure category. Wheezy behind me is not sure in the category below. Here's what I am going to tell you. I'm going to break this down the best I can. Now, my DVR messed up because it's storming here at my house. So, lo and behold, it didn't record like I wanted it to record. So I went to good old-fashioned YouTube, Google, wherever I could find to get bits and pieces and as much as this promo as I possibly could of MJF telling Tony Khan that he wanted to be fired. MJF stated how the fans are know-it-alls, which he has a right to say that because he is right that fans are a know-it-all. I include myself into that category because, well, here I am on a podcast talking to you about my thoughts and opinions. Now, I don't go to the extremes of my predictions, my thoughts, my opinions, as others may do or others may have. He also went in talking about how, when he didn't show up to do this, that everybody was calling him unprofessional. I did say the same thing, that, it was an unprofessional move to do such a thing if he was doing it out of spite and he doesn't agree with his contract. Now, look. With MJF, he does have a gripe. Obviously, nobody but MJF and Tony Khan and the guys in the back that handle the negotiations of contracts know exactly what's really going on. All we can do is speculate. All I can do is speculate. I believe this interview started out as a work. With his promo. But as things began to spill out, and I believe that they had one direction that they was going in, and maybe MJF had him believing that all was good in the neighborhood, that he was fine with everything. It didn't really hit me as being 100% shoot and real how he was feeling when he started calling out Tony Khan the way that he was calling him out. Now, sometimes you have to get over the promo side of things and look at a man's eyes. Listen to the tone in which he's delivering listen to the tone of past promos compared to this promo. I believe what came out at the end, talking about you don't want to pay me, who's been busting my ass for this company since day one. That's when I knew that this had gotten from shoot/work to a full-on shoot. Because what he was saying about the fans and what he was saying about, being called unprofessional and etc., being a safe worker, compared to working for the ratings and the 5-star matches and etc. That, to me, it was a work and a shoot all in the same time. He was meaning what he was saying, but I think he was trying to stay in character. But when he started talking about the real life things that everybody knows what's going on, that's when, to me, it really seemed like this was the real deal and this was a shoot. He gained the respect of all those in attendance. I already respected MJF for his work in the ring, but he gained my utmost respect for saying what he said. Talking about Tony Khan. Go check out my videos about Tony Khan and my thoughts on him. And I got other stuff coming out, by the way. So stay tuned for that. Kind of going through the history of showing the type of man that Tony Khan really is behind that fake smile and that fake voice and yada yada. I believe a lot of fans are figuring it out as well. But for him to say, hey, you don't want to pay me, but you want to pay all these ex-WWE guys and all the diehard AEW fans, this is what you've been saying. We keep bringing in ex-WWE guys. Even casual fans have noticed that. He spoke the truth. And then he dropped out to, what if maybe I get treated better, maybe if I was an ex-WWE guy. The fact of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, we just watched something that we won't know the answer of whether it's real or not. And right now, and probably not even in the next week or so. When he came out there and said that you hold the position of a power back there, but the true position of what you need to be holding is the one out here with these people. By the way, talking about Tony Khan still, let me tell you something. That's what I've been thinking for a long time. He does all these dream matches. He's getting all these people. Tony Khan's doing this. He's moving mountains with people who's already established inside the wrestling world. Your homegrown talent and Hangman Adam Page had to put your golden boy, CM Punk, who, let's face it, Eric Bischoff is right, has not been able to bring new eyes to your product and sustain them same eyes to your product. So everything in which MJF said is 100% true there, especially at the end, when he called him an effing mark. I've seen MJF's promos before. And we have seen and read all this stuff beginning to happen. Frustrations have been building. Many believe this is a work. And hey, maybe this is a work. And if this is a work, this is the greatest work in the history of professional wrestling. Maybe they can smooth things out to make it turn it into a work. And that's what I believe is probably going to happen if they can smooth things out at this point. I just watched a video where MJF went through the crowds and security went after him. And they was going after him at an urgent pace. And now I've been to an AEW show, and they do things differently than WWE. But I'm going to tell you right now that wasn't a sense of working. That was a sense of, holy crap, security has to go get this guy because he's probably going back to give Tony Khan a piece of his mind. We all need to stay tuned to what's about to happen. My thoughts and opinions is this is not a work. This is a shoot. And we're going to be, and everybody, you need to stay on the edge of your seats. Because if this is really a shoot, and I'm correct, you're going to find out, I think, if there's anything good going on backstage at AEW, MJF's going to bring it out. Maybe this is his way out. Maybe they've left him no other option but to do this, to either get what he wants or to get out of AEW and join Cody Rhodes over in WWE. Either way, I'm going to be watching this as close as I can. I'm going to be on the edge of my seat, just like I'm sure everybody else is. MJF has all my support and respect in the world. Always has. But this by no means, to me, is a work. I promise you I will make another video talking about this when I'm able to get down the quote and break down the whole promo. But this was big enough where I felt like I owed it to you guys. Hey, I gotta get a video out here to you guys. And I really want to hear what you guys think about MJF. I really do. Do you think it's a work? And if so, explain why. If you think it's a shoot, if so, explain why. But until then, I'll see you guys later on.